Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
28-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Minshew. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. Now Leonard Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, Minshew buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Minshew sets to throw. Connection made with Shenault. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Steelers, nothing.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
This is Fournette. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
11 on the play.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. A hidden juju on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Steeler first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A give to Smallwood out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw here, Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's tackled.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Smallwood, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
On the play. Brings up 3rd.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now it's Roethlisberger, and he finds McDonald. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Ready? Like 80.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The tackle made.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now left side on the swing pass. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jaguars take
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one where you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
At the 41-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A gain of 2.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Now, 3rd and long.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's it, baby. That's it right there. Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, Zoo.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. A pass underneath for Fournette. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
For Jacksonville.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And down to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. And now it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Eric Ebron, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Steelers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
27, Leonard
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Minshew with a throw caught by Eifert, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Now Fournette. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it again with Fournette. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Solid carry there by Leonard Fournette, and last year he achieved his career high in rushing yards with nearly 1,200. Ranked 4th in the AFC, 7th in the NFL. Loves to carry the football and gets stronger as the game goes on.
This one out quickly to Westbrook. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20.
Complete to D.D.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it turning into a runner breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Minshew. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Lambo is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. The throw over the middle, taken in, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's the backup Rudolph. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier for Pittsburgh.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they ended up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And his throw here's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rudolph throwing again. Ebron's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
To Eric Ebron. It's a gain of 8, but it brings up 4th down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Big Ben going to take it himself. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they don't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
Fournette a first down carry, but he'll get only a couple before defenders are there to meet him. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. On play action, it's Dobbs. He'll buy some time right. Complete to the right side, it's Eifert. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Fournette on the counter. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Dobbs. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Devin Bush in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Now he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run with Fournette. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Number 27.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Minshew throwing on third down. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Roethlisberger, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Steelers.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Johnson the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Ebron. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he dumps this off over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So this will be